Assalamualaikum everyone. In this video, we'll be discussing extraction of aluminum from its ore. Okay, so the electrolyte we have is molten aluminum oxide Al2O3, and its melting point is 2000 degrees Celsius. So this 2000 degrees Celsius is a high melting point for aluminum oxide. So a cryolite, which is an impurity, is added to this molten solution. Then the cryolite is added as impurity, and it reduces the melting point of aluminum oxide, and it also reduces the energy cost. So these are the two advantages of the cryolite, and they usually come in P2. You have to write the advantages of cryolite used in ox, aluminum extraction, and sometimes it appears in P1, and they ask in MCQ that what is the purpose of adding cryolite to the molten aluminum oxide? So this is the purpose, that it is an impurity and reduces the melting point and reduces the energy cost. So here I have drawn a diagram. This is the anode. Anode are hanged, and this is the cathode, which are the walls of the electrolyte. And solution present in this electrolyte is a molten aluminum oxide, which contains molten cryolite. So this is in, you can see it is in liquid phase. So these anodes and the cathodes are made up of graphite. Graphite means carbon, and the solution contains ammonium ions and oxygen ions as it is molten. So at cathode, aluminum will go at cathode Al3 plus 3 electrons will give Al plus charge. So at cathode, reduction occurs, and at anode, oxidation occurs. Oxygen goes on anode. And this is the equation for oxygen at anodes. Sometimes this equation comes in P1, and they may ask you that or take the correct equation for aluminum electrolysis at cathode or at anode. Now the next thing you need to know is that as the electrodes are made up of carbon, or you can say graphite, so they contain carbon. These are the anodes that contain carbon, and when this aluminum ion goes towards the anode, yeah, the aluminum ions goes towards the cathode, and the oxygen ions goes towards the anode. When these oxygen ions goes toward the anode, which is made up of carbon, so oxygen react with carbon and forms carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide gas is formed at the anode, and oxygen gas goes towards the anode and react with the carbon, and carbon dioxide is released in the air. So this was all about the electrolysis of molten aluminum oxide. I hope you understood. Thank you.